Observe a project delivered with absolute precision. Every technical milestone is hit on time, and the localized systems operate exactly as designed. Yet, despite this localized technical success, the larger enterprise often remains stagnant, struggling to achieve its strategic goals. When a company stalls like this, it is rarely due to a lack of technology or a failure of individual team competence. This network graph reveals where the breakdown actually occurs. Organizational failure happens in the empty spaces between disconnected teams, incompatible systems, and fractured data domains. Instead of integrating, these teams operate in strict silos, optimizing for local objectives while ignoring the surrounding architecture. This isolation compounds. Systems become disconnected, and different divisions burn resources solving the exact same problem multiple times. Executing flawlessly in isolation serves no purpose if the underlying technical components fail to interlock at the enterprise level. Industry discourse often labels enterprise architecture as a collection of static diagrams or a series of governance bottlenecks. This framing ignores its actual role as a dynamic decision-making system designed to steer the entire company. The function of enterprise architecture is to force alignment between high-level business strategy, ground-level technology execution, and ongoing organizational change. When synchronized through this hub, these previously disparate operations allow isolated teams to move together with a unified direction. By structuring adaptation to market shifts, it ensures investments generate long-term value rather than brief technical output. It acts as the structural bridge that prevents a company's day-to-day technical execution from drifting away from its strategic intent. The enterprise-operated environment is relentlessly volatile. Markets shift, competitors pivot, and customer expectations evolve constantly. To navigate this motion, an organization must be built from first principles, utilizing a 4-domain structural stack. We begin at the foundational top layer, business architecture. This layer involves mapping the company's operating model and defining how it creates value. It answers a specific question: what exact capabilities are required for the enterprise to succeed? Without clearly defining how teams and processes operate together at this level, any technical implementation below it lacks a target. Business architecture provides the strategic blueprint. Without it, the subsequent technology layers operate blindly. Directly beneath that is the second layer, application architecture. This domain maps specific software applications directly to the business capabilities defined in the layer above. This layer manages the risk of system duplication, where redundant tools perform the same functions. It forces the enterprise to determine if it is building a capability once or rebuilding it 10 separate times across different departments. Resolving this ensures applications are properly integrated, scalable, and maintainable. Application architecture converts abstract business goals into a lean, non-redundant system map. Moving downward, we arrive at the third layer, data architecture. Its mandate is enforcing data consistency and governance across all integrated systems. Without this layer, organizations suffer from data fragmentation, where isolated teams report conflicting metrics based on disconnected databases. Data architecture ensures that all business units and teams trust the same source of truth. Establishing rigid data sharing and security parameters enables aligned reporting and accurate enterprise analytics. This ensures every system and executive operates on the same set of facts. The final layer in the stack is technology architecture. This level defines the physical components, the underlying infrastructure, cloud platforms, and security standards that support the entire structure. The objective here is to standardize technology platforms, allowing teams to build reusable patterns rather than deploying bespoke, unscalable solutions for every project. These foundational technology choices must actively support and enforce the operating model set at the top of the stack. From the top down, strategy dictates capabilities. Capabilities define applications. Applications generate data, and everything rests on standardized infrastructure. Infrastructure exists to translate business strategy into the physical environment. Without it, the strategy remains a theory. This comparison illustrates the enterprise reality. On the left is the state of an organization operating without an architectural framework. On the right is a synchronized stack. Operating without enterprise architecture results in exponential complexity, rising security risks, and escalating costs. Projects in that chaotic state deliver technical output, but fail to produce measurable business value. Conversely, an architected organization structures its decisions. Cross-team velocity accelerates, and the organization scales with clarity. This framework implements standardization where it is most efficient, while preserving flexibility for local teams where it is most effective. Enterprise architecture ensures business and IT move in the same direction by providing a structured framework for every high-stakes technical decision.